For millennia, across disparate cultures and forgotten empires, a peculiar motif persists. A whisper, a shadow, of beings unlike us. Beings with serpentine features, scaly skin, or eyes that pierce. Not just mythical creatures, but often depicted as creators, rulers, or teachers. This isn't mere folklore in isolation. It's a pattern, an echoing claim from humanity's infancy. But what did our ancestors truly see? What did they mean to convey? The question lingers, did ancient civilizations really describe reptilian beings, or were these elaborate metaphors, misunderstood by the modern mind? The deeper we look, the more intricate the puzzle becomes. And the implications, profound. Our journey often begins in ancient Sumer. Specifically, with the Ubaid period, predating the rise of the great Sumerian cities. Here, archaeologists unearthed peculiar figurines dating back as far as 6000 BCE. Terracotta figures. Not quite human. Elongated heads, almond-shaped eyes, and distinct reptilian or lizard-like facial structures. Some even cradle infants, suggesting a role in nurturing or creation. These weren't isolated finds. Dozens, across multiple sites. Are these simple representations of local deities, perhaps linked to the marshlands? Or do they hint at something far more literal, a direct observation documented in clay? The art itself holds clues, but its interpretation remains fiercely debated. What if these peculiar depictions weren't confined to a single civilization? What if they echoed globally? Across continents, across oceans, similar motifs emerge. Ancient China speaks of dragon kings and serpentine ancestors. India, of Nagas, wise, powerful serpent beings often depicted with human torsos and snake-like lower bodies. Mesoamerican cultures revered Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent, a bringer of knowledge. The sheer numerical prevalence of these reptilian archetypes is startling. It compels us to ask, is this convergent evolution of myth? Or a shared memory, a collective cultural encounter imprinted on the human psyche? The data suggests a narrative far more interconnected than simple coincidence. Beyond the sheer number, it's the specific shared characteristics that truly deepen the enigma. We find recurring themes. Bipedal posture, but with scales or distinct reptilian skin patterns. Large, often prominent eyes. Elongated skulls, sometimes featuring a sagittal crest. And a distinct association with wisdom, fertility, or even destructive power. They are often portrayed as teachers, imparting knowledge to early humans. This consistency, this almost uncanny alignment of features across civilizations that had no known contact, defies easy explanation. What universal archetype could produce such specific imagery? Was it imagination, collective unconscious, or something else entirely? How do we reconcile these images with our understanding of history? Two dominant interpretations clash. On one side, the academic consensus: these are symbolic representations. Personifications of natural forces, abstract concepts like wisdom or fertility, or even totemic animals that held spiritual significance. Humans often project their fears and fascinations onto animals. A serpentine river, a wise serpent. It makes sense. But on the other side, an enduring, provocative counter-narrative. What if these weren't symbols at all? What if they were literal accounts? Descriptions of actual encounters with a distinct, non-human species, perhaps even a pre-human intelligence or extraterrestrial visitors. The debate isn't merely academic, it challenges the very foundation of our perceived past. Visual evidence is compelling, yet incomplete. What of the written word? Ancient texts, often shrouded in esoteric language, also hint at these enigmatic beings. The Sumerian king list, a document detailing rulers from primordial times, speaks of kings reigning for impossible durations. Some theorists connect these gods or kings to the reptilian imagery. Other texts, from the Middle East to ancient India, describe beings with non-human attributes, sometimes benevolent, sometimes terrifying, who interacted directly with early human populations. Are these allegories for historical events, divine inspiration, or chronicles of something far more concrete, edited and mythologized over generations, but rooted in profound truth? The translations, the interpretations, they are a labyrinth. Even in the land of the pharaohs, hints emerge. Pre-dynastic Egyptian artifacts and later religious iconography present crocodile-headed gods like Sobek, associated with fertility, protection, and pharaonic power. But beyond these clear zoomorphic deities, subtler reptilian elements appear in some of the oldest myths and depictions. Snake cults were prevalent. Certain serpent people were depicted in cryptic tomb paintings. Could these representations simply be reverence for formidable creatures of the Nile? Or did the ancient Egyptians, much like the Sumerians, incorporate something more profound into their cosmology? A memory, perhaps, of beings who shaped their earliest history, now masked by millennia of symbolism and reverence. The echoes of these ancient descriptions resonate powerfully in modern alternative theories. Thinkers and researchers, often outside mainstream academia, point to these global patterns as irrefutable proof. Not of symbolism, they argue, but of a forgotten history. A history where advanced, non-human intelligences, often characterized as reptilian, played a direct role in human development. They cite the sheer consistency of the imagery, the tales of sky gods and water beings who came and taught. While often dismissed as fringe, these modern interpretations force a crucial question. If we ignore the patterns, are we truly engaging with history, or simply upholding a comfortable narrative? The deeper you look, the more challenging the dismissal becomes. So, what are we left with? A collection of compelling artifacts, ancient texts, and widespread myths that seem to describe something remarkably specific: non-human, reptilian-like beings interacting with our ancestors. Is it merely a testament to the power of the human imagination, a universal archetype expressed through diverse cultural lenses? Or is there a more unsettling truth lurking beneath the surface of history? A truth that challenges our very understanding of human origins, civilization, and our place in the cosmos. The evidence, while circumstantial, forms a mosaic that refuses to be ignored. It's a question without an easy answer, a mystery that continues to unfold, layer by intriguing layer.